The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here the Bills being led out by their quarterback, the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen. Of course, the Bills, they've been looking for a franchise quarterback for a number of years, and now they think they have their guy. He certainly had his moments as a rookie, including an impressive win in Minnesota in his second NFL start. They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. And quickly the starting 11 now for the New York defense.
One of the best young safeties in the NFL, Jamal Adams. Keep an eye out for him because no one is safe when he's on the field, including mascots. Just ask Pat the Patriot. Jamal Adams was also the 2019 Pro Bowl Defensive MVP.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He goes underneath for Yeldon. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow. Out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Brandon, you're never quite sure what the side judge or the field judge is. That was awfully close, but in the end, he says it passed over the 1-yard line, and that's where they're going to mark it out. I mean, you can see it right there, right? See him walking up the sideline? Told him to stop right there at the 1.
Now a man closing in on 15,000 career rush yards, Frank Gore. And he will forge his way forward only up to the 2-yard line. Well, this Week 1 matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. And they will not get the snap off here. This is going to back them up halfway. They were already backed up. Now they're backed up further.
I think they were being so careful to make sure all assignments were covered that they ended up running themselves out of time.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's the Jets punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Allen going to throw. Isaiah McKenzie hauling it in. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
What we got?
A first down carry now for Yeldon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On the carry, here's Marshawn Lynch. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
From the gun, it's Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the ball. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Now after the made field goal, Hauschka back out onto the field to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Kill.
They'll start out on the ground with Bell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Bell, of course, 3-time 1,000-yard rusher. Sat out 2018, but you look back to 2017, a tick under 1,300 yards and almost 700 more receiving. And now with the play clock winding down, Adam Gase says, let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 2nd down.
So the delay of game penalty backs him up. It's now 2nd and 7. After the penalty, it's Bell. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Come on. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in. One.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. And able to haul it in is Kittle. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line.
Let's go.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Caught here by Griffin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
58, Mike. 3. 58, Mike, 58. Nice 7, let's go.
From the gun, Mariota. Caught here by Bell. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down. Mariota on 1st down. Anunwa's got it, complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet 1st down. 1st down, Mariota. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
A reminder coming up later tonight, the Patriots unfurl their 6 banners. They play host to their rival Steelers. And then on Monday night, it's the one weekend of the year where you get 2 games to wrap up the week. Texans and Saints from New Orleans in the early game, then Broncos and Raiders. Vic Fangio's coaching debut and the Raiders' final season opener in Oakland. That's the late game, 10:30 Eastern. They start the drive with Lynch. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Pro Bowler C.J. Mosley, the Ravens' leading tackler last year, up to make the stop.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Wow, evasive.
Make a miss.
The 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
7 yards there on the 1st down screen play. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9.
So don't say nothing.
Now Bell. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They'll try again with Bell. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a jet shaking up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. The kick by Maher is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Field goal is all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's TJ Yeldon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And able to find John Brown. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. Brown signed with the Bills in March. Last year he was in Baltimore, 4 seasons in Arizona prior to that, but they're hoping that Brown can add a lot of speed to this offense, which he should. Last year in Baltimore, 715 yards and 5 touchdowns. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Jordan Jenkins coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, 38 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Hauschka with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-3. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. They'll throw again. Mariota. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again. Mariota. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mariota to throw for it on 4th. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And that'll set him back 5.
Come on, fellas.
Still first down.
So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. The kick by Marr is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season, so let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin down in Miami, with Baltimore paying a visit to Hard Rock Stadium, and it's the Ravens out in front as that game moves towards halftime. Willie Snead, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. From there, we head north to Minnesota. Check on the Vikings at home at U.S. Bank Stadium. And they lead the visiting Atlanta Falcons at halftime. Kirk Cousins has fired 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get you to Charlotte, North Carolina. Check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium. And that game's all tied up as they play the visiting L.A. Rams. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gotten and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Delay of game, offense.
That's going to set him back 5 yards.
Still first down.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches. They're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on fourth. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
The first down run with Bell is he'll get about 6 there. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and the Bills have recovered. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try to get something going with Marshawn Lynch. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Yeldon. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. The open man is Smith. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Allen now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. And instead, it's just 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. On play action, Allen. Got an open man, it's Foster. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That goes for a gain of 31. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the 3rd quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Call it a loss of 2 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Again, they'll pound it with Lynch. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little But tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Here's Hauschka for the extra point. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go, baby.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, it's Bell. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
He has enough for the first down on the keep.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now, yes, a two-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a two-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Allen now looks to throw. He finds Lynch. It's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's second and 10. Here's Allen. He finds Yeldon. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's fourth down. I hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. Crowder now to return. Oh, look at the juke. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So out now come the Jets. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time. Fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we're going to put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Bell running on 1st down as he'll push forward for about 3. Give the tackle there to Josh Norman.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Micah Hyde able to get a hand in and knock that one away. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Mariota on 4th down. To get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it was 4th down, but you still had time here in the 4th quarter. Instead, they make the decision to go for it on their own side of the field. And this ball winds up getting intercepted.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A quick throw here out to Brown. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Nifty move. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 yards and a Buffalo 1st down.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
Well, not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Still second down.
Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. Following the penalty, Lynch. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bills, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.